Friends, more pantry, let's go. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's go. So, Grizzly Bears. That's a hippo. That's not Grizzly Bears, oh my god. Where the... That's the... Damn. Here's the empty habitat. Wait, hold up. Here's... I found the empty habitat. Oh, I have to... Oh my stupid, I have to walk. Hold up. That's what I have to do. This is the empty habitat. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I have to explore though. Okay, how the okay, we start with the bears. That's penguin, no?
Did you know that grizzly bears, also known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months alone? But then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do that too. Select one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel.
Okay.
This is where you can find out all kinds of information about your animal. The most important thing being its overall welfare. You'll learn more about animal welfare today as we go through the objectives, but for now, let's enjoy this magnificent animal. Why don't you select the camera from inside its information panel?
The camera, okay. Camera. Oh, hold up. Okay, where's the other? Enter. What if? Hold up. It's a camera. This is a camera. Nah, I'm not sure. Wait, what? Enter. There's a bit animal camera. Wait a f. Oh, I'm so. Where's the camera at? Yo, am I tripping, guys? Where's the camera at? Yo, bro, could you please help me, bro? I don't know where the camera is. Where is the camera? I'm so dumb. Holy shit, no, I'm actually stupid as well.
See, now this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals. Okay, when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find. Panthera leo, the best African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride, although prides of that size are pretty dull. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome, which is precisely why I handle training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
Okay, let's do this. I don't know.
As you can see, it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a certain something. Well, two somethings. Warthogs. So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section. There we are. A pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just select them and choose Adopt. Normally, the animal exchange would be full of animals. I'll empty out the market while you learn how it works. The last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants.
That should be funny though. What the
When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade centre where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home?
No. Well, I got the question. Oh. Free.
There he goes. Give it to him. Give it to him. We're going to see that. Right, well, they don't want to kick it. Oh, they fucked it up. They fucked up.
Oh. So that's one of them. That's one of them. Which one is this? This is the female with the male on them.
Into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade centre, collect your animal and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade centre's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action. Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible. Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat, but I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health. Right, let's get the warthog's habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment. Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information. Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
Nom nom.
Animals also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare. Oh, nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see. Now, our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a pharaoh's state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat. It's over near the hippos. Oh, before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause time for a moment. That's more like it. A quick break. Sometimes it's a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the zoo spinning out of control while you're looking the other way. Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat built. Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it. Right, let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier. Good work. Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barrier. Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment. At least not without a stepladder. But seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier so the guests can see in. There we go. Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy. And because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't. The last thing we need to do is to add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them. Oh, by the way, as well as pausing time, you can also speed it up. It'll run everything up 2 times and 5 times faster. It can be useful, especially if you're waiting for money to accumulate or for animals to be delivered to your habitat. Personally, I use it when I'm waiting for a brew to finish. Alright, you've finished the habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think? Let's get 4 of them in here.
Ostrich. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2.
Is this helping you learn the game?
Yes, it is helping very much. It is helping.
Ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item. It's often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
Let's put that over there. Put 2 of them there. Hibisco trophy.
Good to see the ostriches have somewhere they can really stretch their legs. Did you know that actually at 43 miles per hour? Heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
Like actually, or are you being sarcastic?
No, actually, I'm being serious. It's actually helping me, bro. I'm being dead ass. I'm being serious.
Every time
Yes, I'm actually being serious, bro. It's actually helping.
Now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
Where do I put this?
You need to
Here it is.
rotate the keeper hut to get it to connect up to the path. This keeper hut only has space for 1 keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness negatively. In case that wasn't clear. Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power.
Now after this you only have like 36 more to go out. Lonely take it. How long since I'm not done?
To go, I don't know, only take on how to do. Oh, okay. Now it's all good. Why is this like... Go, praise!
I'm already like 5,000 and I'm on like the 7th one.
What? This, you're on what, sorry? Why is this not... Oh my, I'm dumb. I'm that dumb. There you go.
Now the keepers can start using the hut to prepare food, and thanks to where you've put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos. Let's get on to your next objective then. Bengal tigers. We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet. Head on over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away.
Tigers? Sheesh, okay. Okay.
Righty, your next job is to build a habitat from scratch. And concrete and glass, I expect. So go ahead and build it. Just make sure that the habitat includes that big hole we dug. Oh, and don't forget to enter habitat gate to the barrier. Oh, and make sure the guests will be able to see the tigers.
I know it's oh, this is not gonna be straight. This quick. That's fine though. Wait a minute, this doesn't need a... Wait a minute. Damn it. There you go, guys. Perfect, guys. I can't escape from here. Yeah, they can't. Good. Calm down. Frick. Calm down, Habitat. No.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
I know, it's all good. No, actually, hold up. Let's put some glass here to work well as well.
Just make a complete barrier.
Okay. Cool. Okay, out of that, complete the habitat. Okay, it has to. Okay, hold on. Oh, I need complete. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Now, Bernie takes safety very seriously.
The flash is on the wrong side.
What's up?
To jump out of the habitat, don't you
The
think? The way
what?
to do it is by changing the height of the habitat's barrier. Okay, let's select the habitat barrier and then jump into barrier editing mode.
Yeah, okay, so boundary to... Hold up, wait a minute.
Plus.
Oh, it's on the wrong side. How do I do this height go? How... Set boundary. Where is... Hold up. I'm confused. What do I do here? Yeah, I'm actually confused. Set boundary to free... So give me 1 second. Oh my gosh, I see what I did. Damn it, okay. Okay, there you go. Thank you for letting me know, bro. What the hell? Oh my gosh.
Great. Now
You have to select the whole barrier, then raise the height. It's not in the menu.
Okay, no, that's fine.
or select one and hold to use the mouse.
What the hell? No, why is it small? Wait a minute. You know what? I'm putting it like, oh, do I have to redo the entire barrier again? Hold up. Oh, I have to redo the entire bat. Oh, okay. Oh, no, that's fine. Let me just redo this. Hold up. Let me redo this real quick. Why is it stuck? Go. There you go. It's fine. I'll fix this real quick. Stop freezing! There you go. Okay, let's redo this entire thing. Okay, so we'll try this again. I'll start with concrete. So 3. Okay. Actually.
If this wasn't Korea, I would make a note to I wouldn't have to deal with tears, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
So I wouldn't have to deal with it. Yeah, that is true. Okay. That is true, Rocky. Should I do all glass? Hey, I got an idea. Should I just do this all glass, to be honest? Screw concrete, I guess. Concrete can go concrete itself, maybe? Because I can't be stuffed doing concrete now. Rocky. I might just keep it like this, to be honest. Get a good view of the... I almost call this a dinosaur. I Rocky almost said dinosaur. Rocky. I know this is so painful to watch. Ah, frick yeah. There you go. No, but... Why is this curve?
I haven't made a single habitat using 100% in-game barriers. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
Now, hold up. Why is this 2? I might get... Hold up. I'm totally not about to get rage baited, you know what I'm saying? How to rage bait me 101. Turn you over there. Good. What the fuck? You know what? Put you there. Get rid of this path. Get rid of this path. Okay. Good. Now put some windows here, game. Game. Fucking listen to me, game. To what? Just what? What the no. This. Finally.
Don't forget to put down a donation box near to your viewing areas. We need every dollar we can get. Especially as these tigers aren't exactly eating instant noodles for lunch.
It's noodles, okay, what the hell? Yeah, that was good. And it was nice eating instant noodles for lunch. Good game, good one. I put donation box over here. Yeah, let's put 2 of them. So give me.
That's the habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore. I think it's time we adopted those tigers.
Yes, those tigers. Let's get me some tigers! Yay!
Whilst our trusty caretakers collect and deliver the tigers, let's take a look at preparing a habitat for their arrival.
Set up a
We'll
feeding
start with the
station.
basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them.
Put right next to them, though.
This time, instead of adding water bowls, try something different. Some animals need a pool in their habitat so they can go for a swim, but they can also use it to drink from. All you have to do is make sure the banks of the pool have a gentle slope so they can easily get a nice refreshing drink. There's already a pool excavated, but you still need to fill it with water. You should do that by going into terrain and selecting the water tool.
More water, right?
Yes, that will do nicely. Of course, just like the warthogs and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitats?
Let's put it by the window.
He's gone! He's gone! He's pushed down! He's pushed! They're not that good, they're pushed! Yes, love them! Also, strong on 51.
Okay, it's really starting to take shape. Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the gusts, or more likely the bad weather. Although given that we're in England, you might want to think of it just as normal weather. Go on, add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just order a blueprint already built for you.
Let's put this in the square. Oh no, hold up. Put in water maybe? Nah.
I'm sure it can't have escaped your attention that the tigers look a bit miffed. That's because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat. Select a tiger and bring up its information panel.
Oh.
Head over to the terrain tab. That way you can view the terrain information and see how they feel about different types of terrain. That will tell you what the tigers need more of or less of in this habitat. Okay then, open the terrain editing tool, select painting, and give them some more soil. Yes, that should help with the habitat parts of their welfare.
Hold up.
Right then, all animals need plants and trees from their own biome or continent. You know, deserts, savannas, Eurasia, Europe, that sort of thing. It looks like these tigers need a few more plants in their habitats. To get a perfect fit, use plants from the rainforest and temperate biomes that are native to Asia. Although if you have to, you can get away with using just one or the other. The tigers will also want a certain amount of their habitat to be covered by those plants. To find out which plants to use and how many, select a tiger and go to the Environment tab.
Environment.
Now, as you can see, some of the plants currently in the habitat aren't quite right for the tiger, like the wattle bushes. You can remove them if you want.
Which one?
You can find all of the plants you need in the nature section, and you can use the filters to only show the types of plants you want to see. In this case, that's plants from the rainforest or temperate.
I didn't know that the rainforest and rainforest. What? No, I have rainforest and temperate. Biome. Where's my box? Where's the Which one's the rainforest one, guys? No, oh my god, I'm gonna crash out. I wanna crash out so bad. I wanna crash out so bad. Oh, I wanna crash out so bad. Oh my gosh. Guys, which thing am I looking for the Tigers? I've got no, I've actually got no idea. That's probably no grassland. No, there's a definitely no. Aquatic, no. Yeah, no, that's pine. No, they hate pine, don't they? No. So, yes, here we go. Tropical? No. Yes, finally. Let's put it on the... No. Frick! It's so useful to get a crick and ban for it. Guys, what? Is this good enough? How does this look, guys? Is this good Tiger or not? Tropical. I'm so on. I'm actually dumb as fuck. Hold up.
They say that good fences make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger. Still, those tigers look so happy to be out. Even if you did poke them. Fine, but for heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Okay, cool.
Let's get over to the Indian peacocks. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
Oh, what? Peacock?
Now, just find one of the peacocks and select them to open your information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing. Although technically, I suppose gambling would just be for geese. Expand their social welfare and we can get a bit more detail. Now they've clearly got plenty of space and they're not stressed, but it looks like their social goal isn't quite right. So let's find out more. Head over to the social tab to see what's wrong. As you can see that peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Off you pop to the animal market then.
There's an ostrich.
IGTG sire.
Oh, okay. See, bro, it's all good. Where's the peafowl? Oh, there they are.
Everyone can, Fuzzy can. If anyone can, oh!
It's all good. See, bro. Nah, what's the peafowl's name? N something. Like the peafowl's name is. And Phil. Nah. That was weird as hell, what the hell? Why are they not going in here? Animal storage. Why is this not working, y'all? Why is this not working? Ah, frick, yeah. Fuck. Oh my gosh, so I have 2. So I have 2 in here. Oh, I'm so dumb to go in here now. Really? Are they in the habitat? Where is so there is Nye something, whatever his name is, Nye and where is this wolf go? So Nye, Phil, what are these names? Nye, Phil, freak yeah. Nye, Phil, Escher. Nye, Phil, Escher, Nye, so Escher, Nye, Phil. Also, just these 2, okay.
Good work on those peafowls. I expect they'll be delivered soon. But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy. Let's head over there and see what's wrong with her.
Where the fuck's the snow leopard? Yo, am I armed?
Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right. You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards, they're a bit stressed by the lack of privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barrier by their cave for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
So, sure. All of it, oh my god. No. One way. Oh, you. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. One way. One way, guys. Am I stupid? No. Wow. Happy. BLB. I'm back, guys.
Of course, when an animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards, it's too hot. Even with the terrible British weather, you should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat. As you can see, we already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as we can. Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered. Heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them. It'll take a little while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters, but now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopards' terrain welfare. You see, what the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
And rock.
That should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important statistic. Now, to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo, you should head to the animal section of the zoo management screen. As you can see, this list shows you the animals' overall welfare. So if something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate tool. Right, I'm up for a pop over and make sure all the animals are well looked after.
Riley! Go to the team!
Oh, it's hard shot time. No, never again. That's the Hippos. Feeding close, huh?
What? Honestly, they're made
That's not fair. Wow, he's fucking cute. common mushrooms, I guess, is what I do.